It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And off we go from Denver. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Kirk, 76 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the...
That's great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Murray steps away to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. On the move to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Bridgewater now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. From the 30 on second down, Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk, and it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him, and now it's third down. Throwing again, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray sliding out of the pocket. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Moore on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, Murray. Dancing to his left. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. A final shot before half from Murray. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Murray now on first down. Forced it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Murray buying time to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Murray. To Connor on the check down. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Being chased out left. This is caught. It's Kirk. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Escaping the pressure. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Murray. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow? Oh, Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went over.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Steps away. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Dancing to his Murray fighting, lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Bridgewater. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Locke. Got to have this one. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Locke. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And they'll the fullback try and take him home. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And McManus able to put it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. 2nd and 11. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Bridgewater. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Soldier Field. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They snap it to Fields. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Jerry Tillery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Four yards remain for second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Charger football to start quarter number 2. We're scoreless after 1. Running on first down, Eckler. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Runs over it. And he's taken down inside the 30. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 28 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. To throw again on second down. Fields. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Third and long. It's Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. To return is Roberts. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On second and 12, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. A handoff, it's Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
Right down the
and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Forced out to his left. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Joey Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Back now at Soldier Field. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flushed out right. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off around the 37, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Herbert following the turnover. He finds his target, Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson here. 7 yards, the pickup there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields, he'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Fields going to get this to Montgomery. 3 yards to gain there, second down. Now it's Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Back to throw, Fields. Completes a Mooney on the slant. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Herbert on third down now. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is Jakeem Grant. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 50, here's Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game. And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield? I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Didn't live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Murray being chased out left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Murray now. And this will be swung out here for counter. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there but couldn't get much further. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He'll dump this one off to Conner. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And the reception made by Green. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green, 33 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan Phillips, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 30. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Murray now on first down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. Finds his running back, James Conner, pushing his way through. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He'll get this to Conner underneath. And down inside the 15 he goes. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darrell Daniels taking it in for the yard out. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Peterson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Henry again on 2nd down.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Snap comes to Murray at 1. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 66 yards. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. Forced out to his left. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, 36 yards. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Tannehill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Running from the gun with Henry. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd and 10, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that ball incomplete.
He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half from Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Prater's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They snap it to Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And they work this out past the 20.